So it's really nice to meet you, Akbar sir. How have you been? It's been a long time. We've not seen you on screen. So really looking forward to some kind of an interaction with you.
Well, I frankly say yes, I have been absent on the silver screen for the longest of time, but now I am very much on an international journey to release my epic film Taj Mahal, an Eternal Love Story. And the journey of this film has started from the soil of Malaysia. In Kuala Lumpur, we had held a premiere where the Prime Minister of Malaysia had graced the premiere, and then we went on to releasing the film in Indonesia. Now we are on the journey to Moscow, where the film was screened privately for the honorable, Ambassador of India and Bollywood superstar Siegel. Now we are planning to get the film to be seen by President Putin before we dub it in Russian language and release it in Russia and the Central Asian countries.
What about India? Would that be
I am coming back to India with my film. I'm coming back to India with my film after the international rollout, because today is a time where the whole world is in a very turbulent shadow of war, division and hatred. I felt that my film Taj Mahal would be an excellent message to the world as a monument of love, as a mausoleum of divinity, peace, and that is the message I want to give to the world over by releasing my film countrywide, with each head of state seeing my film first, and then in that respective country I would release it commercially dubbed in the local languages and then subtitled in the local languages. So that's how I'm trying to serve the present turbulent atmosphere in the world, where there is warmongering, chest beating, megalomaniacs keep saying my country first and my country first, and they want the rest of the world to go to hell. So I found myself that I have to underline the word love and peace, because peace is just not made in speeches, and peace is just not made in ceremonies. Peace has to be within the human body, within the nation, within the leaders, and within the humanity itself. It's only then that there will be peace in the world. So I felt that as a filmmaker, I have some duty towards a new world order, which is around the corner, and I feel Taj Mahal is a very important part. And I generally think that it's high time the world sees a new world order, peace, respect for every sovereignty, respect for humanity, and just not being exploited by few superpowers who have unholy intentions of leading their countries for their self-greed and self-enrichment, while the other countries can starve and they do not have any consideration for education, for medical care, for social justice. They want to loot the resources of, weaker countries and fill their bellies with them, and keep the people of those countries hungry, uneducated, and suppressed. So this is a time where I think humanity should wake up and give a very specific, courageous call, step back, as this particular movement today, as organized by Dr. Muzaffar Gorakiwala. I compliment him with this specific initiative, and a very timely initiative, that peace is the only solution, peace is the only answer. And today's enclave, I am very honored and I'm privileged to share this venue with the with the distinguished Nobel laureates and personalities like our ex-president and our governor of Maharashtra, and so many other personalities who are present here. that Dr. Zafi Korakiwala is a very profound mind who has an insight of the chemistry of a country, of being an inclusive society, of being a multi, what should I say, cultural society, a kind of a bouquet where all kinds of flowers are accommodated, and every human aspirations and every human expression should have a voice, and that is exactly what this conclave today, I think, is structured around, and it has definitely been very successful from what we've been hearing from the esteemed panelists and the Nobel laureates. And yes, the word step back, it does not mean you're being weak. It is a word which gives higher strength. It is not that it is depriving truth. It is aligned with truth. It is giving humanity another chance before the darkness prevails, and as the world today is under the shadow of war, dissent, hatred. So it is time now we should understand and question history and what have we heard, learn from it. It is time that we should encourage the future generation to get away from inheriting hatred, but choose wisdom and peace. And today I feel that we all amongst of this gathering of the women, the distinguished Nobel Prize panel, we should commit to the world, to the society, that we should all work towards peace. And the word step back is a very beautiful word, and we have to step back from aggression, from dictatorial, actions. So hence, I congratulate Dr. Hazaful Korakiwala for this great initiative.
Wonderful, very well said. All I would like to say is that step back, step forward is what we heard in the panel of discussion, and that's exactly what you said. And to step back, see within yourself, see within, what you want to be or what you want to do. It's your inner peace, as you correctly mentioned. Inner peace is very important, and that's how you can actually reflect it on the society. And that's perfectly said that. I think your movie, Taj Mahal, would definitely bring that particular piece out in the society so that people can relate and resonate with it.
That's exactly what I'm endeavoring, and it is a very deliberate timing that the world should see what love has. It crosses all borders. It enhances the civilizations where people have respect for ancient civilization, history, and it contributes in more than as a film. It is a soul of our country, a message from our country, that we have such a beautiful monument in our own country that's symbolic to love. But unfortunately today is a time where we are moving away from this ethos of inclusive society, of love and embracing each other's customs, religions, languages. It has come into a little bit of a shadow where, we have some hate bloggers who spread the word of hatred instead of embracing and spreading love. But our country is very resilient. It has seen centuries of culture. I'm sure these small-minded, narrow-minded people will be filtered out, and our country is here to go further into a new world order, with another golden age. spirit, his soul, his mind, and his entire teaching, and how he had fought for the freedom of our country without lifting a single sword or firing a bullet. He was a man who moved with a violent movement of tolerance and love and peace, and that is how he brought the great British Empire on the knees, and without lifting, a sword or firing a bullet or a cannon, he attained peace for our country. So that has to be treasured, and we should keep that peace going, and we should hope and pray that our leaders should have this as a top priority. Unless there is peace and order, no civilization, no country will survive.
As we heard from Mr. Akbar, he related to Emperor Akbar, and now we have Mr. Akbar doing a film and trying to resonate the same thing. What a connect! I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a memorable, situation for everyone. I think so, and the world really needs this kind of a peace movement, starting with a cinematic vision film which is focused on love. Taj Mahal, the beautiful monument that we have in India, we treasure it and we treasure the love that we had seen in those days. So it's really an honor for me to have this conversation with Mr. Akbar after so many years. We're able to see him, we're really looking forward to him, and seeing more of him, and really coming up in front. And I'm sure he will be one of our, you can say, one of the warriors who would come in front and take us forward through the journey of peace.
I've always been a soldier of peace and contributed to nation building, and I see the ensuing BRICS summit in India in September to be one of the most important events in this present century, where the BRICS is moving towards a new world order where there is a respect for every country, every sovereignty, humanity, and a fair exchange of the resources of the country, not being subjugated by